Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'm SD2 Production, and welcome to Let's Talk, the podcast that won't stop, your one-stop shop for video game and pop culture news. But we're going to be talking about E3. More specifically, we're going to be talking about our God and Savior, Sony. I'm SD2 Production, here with my beautiful, wonderful co-hosts, Curry-san Curry.
Hello.
Andy Moristar.
Hey, I'm a YouTuber, cosplayer, scary story narrator, translator, dragon slayer, and furry cat petter.
Wow.
Wow. I love to pet all those furry pussies. It's just gonna be, every podcast is gonna be like an innuendo that gets more and more.
So in case anybody's wondering, I'm the one that's drinking. Imori is perfectly sober.
Totally sober.
It's like a by proxy drunk. I'm feeling you're drunk.
Yeah. Well, you know, everybody's got a pussy to just stroke and enjoy.
Everyone's got to stroke their furry pussy once in a while.
Exactly. Every once in a while, you gotta let the thing out of the box. You know, it's gotta
right.
eat. It's gotta shit in the box. I don't know where I'm going with this. Let's talk about Sony, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about Sony. All right, so E3 press conference, we're talking about Sony. We are also talking about every little other thing, but those are in other videos. But for now, we're going to talk about Sony. And I got to be honest with you, there is a lot to go through, so we're going to try and go through every little thing as much as we can. We're going to give our opinions on certain things. Not a lot of us are really that interested in a lot that's here, but I'm sure that we all have something to say. So let's start off by talking about just basically what we were hoping to see out of Sony. Curry?
I was kind of hoping to see. Actually, I don't know.
Oh, I have one, but I'm gonna bring it up after Imori goes. Imori?
Okay. I was hoping to see some actual play for Death Stranding besides just a trailer. But I'm still very happy because Norman Reedus and the funky fetus and Kojima, he just gets on stage and he's like, I'm back, and everyone's like,
oh my god.
Like everyone just like freaked out, everyone fangirled. It's great.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to break these two's hearts because it's obvious that they don't remember what they were hoping for before. So I'm just gonna peek
remind
in.
us.
I'm just gonna say a couple words. Man, this drink was really tasty. You really feel the Kingdom Hearts out of it. Final Fantasy VII remake.
Yeah, I care about that, I guess.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've finally broken them. They don't care about Kingdom Hearts anymore.
Oh, Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts would be nice.
Whatever.
But I heard Final Fantasy VII remake and I was like, I know everyone's like so excited for that, and I'm just like, meh.
I'm excited.
Kingdom
I love
Hearts,
Kingdom Hearts.
like I think a part of me has just given up. It's been like 10 years. My childhood has passed me by. I think it's an impossible dream.
I suppose you're right. Like, I'm not that interested in the modern Final Fantasy, which is why I'm so excited to play a remake. That
I'm
all
scared
aside,
they're gonna mess it up.
as far as Sony is concerned, I really didn't have much to say. For the most part, I was just expecting Resident Evil 7 and Silent Hill, but I'm happy to only have one. But we'll get into that. I guess we should start off with our big topic. I think the one that we all really want to talk about. God of War. No, I'm just kidding. Let's talk about Death Stranding, everybody.
Hey,
Norman Reedus and his funky fetus.
Norman Reedus and the funky fetus.
So when that trailer started up, I immediately felt goosebumps. I had no idea what the fuck I was looking at. And I still don't understand what the hell this game is.
Somehow it's exactly what I was expecting, even though I did not expect it.
Exactly.
Like, I'm just looking at the screen and I see Norman Reedus' ass and glory, and I'm like, whoa, okay.
Never has a naked man, a baby, and dead fish
aroused
excited me so much.
Wow.
Wow. It is amazing how shitty Konami is. Just like, they're probably going like, oh, fuck us, because it's just it like Sony immediately jumped on Kojima when he left, and it was very evident that they were just like, here's all this fucking money, make something weird,
Make something good. It's gonna be weird. That's fine.
yeah.
We're doing really good in the game market right now. Don't let us down, Kojima-san.
Exactly, like I want to Norman Reedus. Fucking
Okay.
fine,
Yeah,
sure,
sure,
no
whatever you want.
problem.
There's going to be a fetus. Whatever, Kojima. You're the visionary. You're the
It's
visionary.
fine. Literally anything. You can show full frontal nudity. I don't give a shit, Kojima. Just make a game.
Just make a game.
But yeah, I think we're all very excited to see what this becomes. Obviously, we don't exactly know what it is, but the trailer alone is exciting. Like, that's amazing that he can come on stage, he can say, I'm back, point at the screen, show us something completely crazy, and then we are still talking about it and super excited about it. And there have been so many rumors and theories on what exactly this will be and what every little thing means. And I'm just so happy to see that he's working on something fucking crazy. And I'm excited to see the game altogether.
Same. So
With
excited.
that, exactly. With that being said, any final thoughts on that before we move on?
Oil.
Oh, that's right.
What?
Oil.
Oil?
Because he's rubbed it. Because there's oil.
Oh,
everywhere in the
because
trailer.
he's like the black handprints and stuff.
Yeah.
That was okay. Yeah,
The
it felt
thing-
like a weird acid trip. I'm just like looking at this.
Yeah.
I'm like, am I high?
He's got future cuffs with lasers, and then he's got the umbilical cord, and then he has a C-section, and then his
Yeah,
necklace apparently has like some strange.
it has some sort of not a NASA space code. It has like the
Marine dog tag.
he has a
kinda
marine
thing.
dog tag, and if you zoom in on it, it has like a theory for like
It's got like,
motion and quantum physics, I think.
I just got it. It's fucking Quantum Leap the game, starring Norman Reedus.
What we've
Will the
always
next
wanted.
leap be home? Will the next leap be the one home? But yeah, I guess we should move on to our second, our big daddy. We're gonna be playing Daddy, which I think we're all excited about. We're gonna be playing a big daddy.
Guys ready to kill deer?
Are you ready to take on? I guess. Wait, hold on. In God of War 4, who the fuck are you fighting? Because you killed everybody.
I don't.
I don't know. In the trailer, there was like monsters and stuff.
I guess we're killing. We're going to hell
There were
again.
demons and things.
All together, yes. God of War 4. Ladies and gentlemen, God of War 4. So this is a complete change up because it is a third-person action adventure game. You have a son, which is baffling, and I can't wait to see exactly how Kratos kills them.
I was
But
trying to figure out if it really was Kratos or if it's like a reincarnation or if it. Because in the third game, he like killed himself.
yeah,
He
which
was
is
pretty dead, and this guy doesn't. I mean, it looks like him because the same war paint, but then
Yeah.
it kind of doesn't because the sweet
well.
beard.
Right.
That's the thing is that like because if you hear in the trailer, he says, "Has your mother taught you how to hunt?" Like he's been away, so I'm
Yeah.
assuming that it's him and he's come back somehow. But that's all assumption. Maybe it's the evil that is happening on the world that brings him back, which is perfectly. I mean, it makes sense since he's basically evil in a sense. Altogether, though, the music and the presentation when this game came on the press conference was fantastic. They had a live orchestra, and it was a live demo, and it was beautiful. And I gotta be honest, I'm not a big God of War fan, but I think I'm gonna pick up this game.
That presentation.
I've played every God of War, so I'm down. I mean, at first I wasn't so excited because I'm like, oh look, another one. But then I actually saw the gameplay, and it was great because instead of like a demo, they did like live gameplay where they showed the boy hunting with the bow and arrow and stuff.
Yeah.
and
Shoots his
and
phone.
you get to there's like a. Yeah, if you look on the corner, his Spartan rage meter goes up when he's like trying to instruct the boy to shoot an arrow. I'm like, oh my god, is he gonna go full rage? So
Come on, boy.
yeah, it was
but
good.
but it was such a good presentation altogether. But we'll go into that in the end. So, I guess that's God of War 4. Let's
Alrighty.
move on
Wow.
to Days Gone. Imori had so much to say. She's so excited for this. She loves zombies. She loves the World War Z movie with Brad Pitt. She's a huge fan of huge crowds.
Anyway, let's see what you
She
think.
loves Son of Anarchy. It's her favorite show.
So, little fact:
Little fact.
if Karan and SD did a fusion dance, they become Brad Pitt. That's just a fact. Science.
Wow.
Just be a black Brad Pitt.
Black Pitt.
Black Pit.
Black Pitt.
Here you go.
Anyway, no, I just thought it looked really ugly, and the zombies, and they didn't even call them zombies, they called them something else, like, it's not zombies.
Botters. They're
Yeah,
botters.
something
Or
like
something
that.
shit like that.
Yeah, and then they're like, look how many we can put on screen, and I'm like, I don't care. And then they're like, you need to reserve your bullets, and I'm like, why would you need to reserve your bullets in a game where there's like 50, zombie things on one screen? It doesn't even make any sense, and these stupid retarded zombies look like that stupid World War Z movie that was so stupid. Freaking Brad Pitt is ridiculous. No.
Fun fact, in that movie, any Doctor Who fans out there, if you went to go see World War Z, you would see that Peter,
Capaldi.
what's his fucking name? Peter Capel? Something.
Capaldi.
Yeah, Capaldi is in the film, and his character in the movie is called Doctor Who.
Yes.
And that was his big announcement. That's how he announced that he was Doctor Who in a fucking zombie movie. But yeah, I completely agree. I mean, to a point, like, I want to see what they do for the most part, but I can completely agree with you. It just seems ridiculous that it's a survival horror game, but I have to fucking shoot a shit ton of zombies all the time. Like, that
And
doesn't
they're
make
like
too
so
much sense.
fast, and like it's
Exactly.
It's
yeah,
not like Dead Rising and stuff where they're really slow and you could have a lot of fun with the large groups of zombies, like making a bunch of shit and just exploding them. And,
or Dying Light, where it's an open world and you're the zombies are slow and you can basically kick them into like spikes and all this interesting stuff. So there's a lot of things.
What was
to
that
kind
game
of...
with wasn't Ellen Page in it, but it looked like Ellen Page, and it was
The Last of Us.
Yeah, The Last of Us. Yeah, that was something
It
like
seems
that.
like the
was really
story overall for Days Gone is kind of going into that. But that all aside, I see some elements that I'd be interested in, but for the most part, yeah, I'm totally on board with Imori. Like, I honestly look at this and go like, ugh. World War Z.
Is it even open world, like, or is it a linear kind of?
It seems to be open world, but there also seems to be some linear things here and there. We need to see more gameplay and just overall, just more information needs to be shed on this game specifically. But this is their Sony's big zombie game, like their zombie game. So let's move on to superhero.
Yes.
I thought the Spider-Man game looked really cool.
Yeah.
It did
"Whoa,
look
I'm
super
excited."
cool. Dude, Yuri Lowenthal is Spider-Man.
This is
finally.
Yes.
I'm mostly excited.
Finally,
about this.
Sasuke in his true element.
His true
Oh my
identity.
God.
Spider-Man PS4 exclusive game, and you know what? This looks so good.
Looks amazing.
It's not going to be a movie tie-in. It's going to be its own thing, and it's going to be its own original story, which is perfect.
Yes.
And it's exclusive, so it's very Sony. So Sony is throwing cash at this specifically. So I'm very excited to see what they do with this.
Yeah.
For the most part, the graphics and the overall look really nice.
The flow of it is just gorgeous when he's like web swinging and stuff on the trailer. It just looks so nice. I'm just
Exactly.
like, oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
And I actually played The Amazing Spider-Man on PS3, and it wasn't bad. It was really good. So I'm excited to see what they do with the whole new storyline, and we're seeing kind of the rebirth of Spider-Man, because a lot of the old Spider-Man games were so bad. But I've always been like an uber fan of Spider-Man, and so I'm stoked. I'm ready.
Yeah, I am too. I'm
a fan of the old Spider-Man games, to be honest.
Oh no,
The one where he's delivering pizzas.
Spider-Man 1,
Like
Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2 are the best. Ultimate Spider-Man is a fantastic game. And then you also have Shadow Web of Shadows, which was really good, and then you have Shattered Dimensions, which was pretty good
I have
too.
the very first two.
The controls were just kind of crappy, and it just didn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't graphically ready yet, but now I think it is.
Oh yeah, definitely now.
Spider-Man.
I have the first two on PS1, the Spider-Man PS1.
They should put out Spider-Man 2 on the PS4.
Yeah,
like DLC, yeah.
That
Yeah.
PS2 Spider-Man 2, yeah.
Game.
Yeah.
Definitely. I feel like that was the first Spider-Man game where I felt like a superhero, and I, didn't feel like I had to, be told, hey, I have to do it this way, and I could play the game my own way.
And the environment felt fresh.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was a very different experience from the first Spider-Man game. It was a huge
And
jump.
then you played Spider-Man 3 and your entire life went to shit.
Yeah.
It's like recycled Spider-Man 2.
Exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to laugh your asses off and enjoy a fun Spider-Man fandom, me and Curry did a small fan dub of a fight scene from Spider-Man 3, and I gotta be honest, I love it so much, and I would love for all of you to go check it out.
Put it in the description.
I am gonna put it in the description.
Oh, heck yeah.
Nice.
It's actually pretty cool. Curry sounds exactly like Tobey Maguire, and it is weird.
I bet he could sound just like Toby.
He does. It's so creepy.
I can see him as the Spider-Man 3, the dancing one. He's like dancing on the tables
Oh
and stuff.
yeah. I love that one.
God, kill me.
This is for you.
My favorite.
Spider-Man is dead.
Spider emo Spider.
Yes.
So tired of this emo Spider-Man.
Now we're moving on.
These are good.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Move on.
Go make me some more.
to Resident Evil 7.
So, okay.
Holy shit.
I was watching this and I was half paying attention and I was like, oh, is this the new Silent Hill game? And then it said
yeah.
Resident Evil and I was like, oh.
Exactly. The minute I saw the trailer and exactly what it was trying to push, immediately I was like, is this new Silent Hill? Because it's obvious that Resident Evil is taking a lot of elements from PT, which honestly
okay
is
with
kind of
that.
I'm okay with it too, but it's kind of strange because if anyone's played Resident Evil Revelations 2, you know that they took a lot of influence from The Last of Us in that game, and I think that game is probably the best modern Resident Evil game I've played in a very long time, and I highly recommend it to everybody. And I've always assumed that the next Resident Evil game was going to take that to an entirely new level. But at the same time, this is actually really interesting. And I did a Let's Play of the demo, which you can get on PlayStation Plus if you have it on your PS4. It's really, really terrifying and really interesting. But yeah, the minute I saw this trailer, I was addicted to the music and to the overall look. It was obvious that they were taking elements from a lot of things, not just Silent Hill, but even modern televisions. I saw a bit of True Detective, Hannibal, just a lot of things all together. And it seems to be going... I don't exactly know exactly what they're going for.
But better
There
than
is
what
a
they
ghost-
have been. For
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because it seems like Capcom is sort of going by the rules of 3. Because you had Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3, and then when 4 came out, it was a completely different game. And then 4, 5, and 6, and now 7 seems like a completely different game.
That's a good point, yeah.
So I'm actually kind of looking forward to this. It's coming out in January of next year, so more information is yet to be revealed, but we're getting it pretty soon. Like,
My body is ready.
in 7 months. Anything else to add, guys?
Well, I'm glad
Looked really
they.
good. Sorry, looked really good. Looks.
Oh
very
yeah,
interesting.
oh yeah. And I
Don't tell
think
Matt
this
Rose.
turn that they're making is a better decision than because I wasn't really too stoked about the last two that I played.
5 and 6. Yeah,
6
5
tried so hard, and I feel
five
bad for it. 5 was
tries to be
Halo
an
with zombies.
exactly. It was trying to be an action game, and then 6 was trying to go back to horror roots, but it was just trying to shoehorn all these fucking stories.
It was
Right.
trying way too much to appeal to everyone, and you gotta learn that you can't do that. You have
Exactly.
You can't flip-flop. Can't be flip-flopping.
Mm-hmm.
Listen.
So, like, I like Leon's campaign, and then I'm playing, like, Jake and Chris, and I'm like, oh, this isn't very good.
And then you play the fucking shoehorned characters, Wesker's son, and then
Oh,
a
yeah,
character
Jake, yeah.
you don't give 2 shits about comes back. So
Yeah,
fucking
Ida,
stupid.
yeah. And you're just like,
Cheryl.
done with
Cheryl.
this. Oh, yeah.
Cheryl. Oh,
Carl.
but Ada dies, and that's sad. That's not a spoiler. That game came out a long time ago. You should have played it, nerds.
Yeah,
All right.
losers.
But let's move on to the biggest game that Sony announced, the Batman. Batman Arkham VA. So, here's the thing: is it Batman Arkham Asylum? Batman Arkham City? Whatever. The point is, you get to wear the gowl. That was the trailer. The trailer big tagline was, "You get to wear the gowl."
Yay.
And I'm just like, I don't care.
Don't care.
I know, I was like, oh no, we have to talk about this, and I don't care about
Exactly.
it.
Like, thank God, Kevin Costner, I believe, and Mark Hamill are getting so much work in all these Batman games. I really love those voice actors specifically, and I'm happy they continue to voice these characters because they're
Agreed.
perfect at it. But literally, I don't give 2 shits about VR Batman. I've never been in a there's never been a moment where I'm like, I want to be Batman. If there was a Spider-Man VR game, that would be more interesting.
I don't know what you would do. You just raise your arms to use the whips. Just
No. You know what happens? Fucking, you start the game, you get dressed, you order Alfred around, you go downstairs, and then you cry at the grave of your parents.
Hey.
That's the
for
whole
like an
game.
hour.
That's the whole game.
That's the Batman experience.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
But let's move on to something more important than anything else on this entire list. Let's talk about something that we all know. Like, we're all Sony fans. We've been Sony fans for a very long time. I don't know if you guys played any of the classic PS1 and PlayStation 2 games.
Oh yeah.
But Crash Bandicoot is coming back. Remastered. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Beautimous.
Everyone's super excited.
Mm-hmm.
We're not even going to talk about the fucking, what is it, the Spyro...
Spyro,
imagination thing. No, I don't give a shit about that.
Spyro's been back for a while, but Crash has not.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Like, I'm more excited for that than anything else.
It was weird because there was a few games on the 360 for Crash, and I remember not owning a 360 at the time, and I was like, oh, I can't play this. Oh well.
Yeah, but for the most part, I'm just excited to see everything high res, new, everything looking new and nice on the PS4. I'm very much looking forward to that.
It still looks like it's close to its roots, though, which I think.
No,
is
yeah, definitely. I love the new design for Crash. I think he looks crazy and wild, which is what he's supposed to.
Right.
Yeah.
And the last game we're going to talk about is the I don't even remember this one. Farpoint, which is another a PlayStation VR game. Farpoint seems to be a very I don't know, unnerving space adventure. Seems to be the tagline altogether. It looks like a weird Half-Life mod.
Yeah, it does. It's like
it looks like a
2.5.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a lot of VR stuff going around all over the entirety of this E3. There was a Doom VR, there was a Fallout VR, there was they talked about VR in kind of motions here and there during PlayStation. I think that they were the ones really pushing it. They might actually be releasing their VR device fairly soon before Microsoft, which I think is a good move, because if they capitalize on that, then they will be the main console for that specifically. And I think that's a really smart move altogether. But
PlayStation has always kind of been the leading force in, like, we had the iToy and those extra things for the consoles. Like,
Yeah.
except for the Kinect. For the Xbox, but you know, everyone loves
but
that,
that
right?
shit doesn't work.
Yeah.
Like, you say what you will about the PlayStation Move, it might just be a giant fucking colorful dildo, but it's at least it works to a point, you know?
Yeah, as long as it looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I was
Wait,
I
what?
recently started playing
As long as it's a
Bioshock.
good looking dildo.
Mm-mm-mm.
I recently started. If you walk into a sex shop and start like pointing at all of the dildos, just like, what are you? I didn't know you guys carried PlayStation stuff.
Yeah.
Just waving them around. Am I doing it?
It's a little floppy. I don't know if these graphics are good.
I totally forgot that Bioshock Infinite has PlayStation Move. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do with that?
Yeah.
I'm just like, the controls are so weird for that game that I only assume that the Move will make it even stranger. But yeah, VR, PlayStation VR is a big deal right now, so I'm very much looking forward to all of this. But let's talk about the overall press conference to begin with. Sony just fucking walked out 3 times, spoke maybe 3 lines,
Right.
and showed trailer after trailer. Like, after a trailer would end, a new one would start up immediately.
Right. They
Like,
had
it
things
was
to show.
right after one another.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't talk your ear off. They didn't try to make any points. They were just like, you want games? Here they are.
Exactly. I love it. I love it. There you go.
I do love that because they promised last year, like, hey, we're gonna care about games. That's what we're doing now. And then next year they're like, hey, we got you games you wanted, and we're like, oh my god, you delivered. Yes.
Exactly.
There
Microsoft's like, we need a system, and it's slimmer. It's a slimmer one. It's
I love
slim.
it in the Microsoft one. They talk about the Xbox original, and I'm just like, oh yeah, that's way better than what's happening now.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
feel bad for all the Microsoft fanboys
fans.
are gonna dislike, like,
no.
Yeah, it's true.
make
But I mean,
Xbox great again.
This is a Sony
Yeah.
chat.
exactly. This is a Sony chat. If you came here to complain about how Microsoft isn't decent, then get out of here. And this isn't like console preferability or anything like that. We're not super Sony fanboys. We just like good games, and we
Right.
see Sony making so many great decisions and with their company.
Mhm.
Sure, we're only talking about the gaming division. I mean, we're not going to talk about everything else that they're fucking up with their company. But for the most, still, I don't want to bring up Ghostbusters, but the point is, we like good games. They're delivering good games, and that's exactly what we want from a company. And I gotta be honest. I know that most people don't like the idea of winners altogether when it comes to E3, but fuck that. Sony won E3 this year.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah, Sony,
They had an
Microsoft, and
orchestra, man.
They won last year too, like,
Exactly.
So
An orchestra.
I love it because I'm seeing a lot of.
I know, a
old
live
memes.
orchestra.
Yeah, that was great, and I'm seeing a lot of the old memes like come back to
Oh
life.
yeah.
There's like this Attack on Titan one where it's like a Titan killing another Titan, and it has like Sony's like logo over the Titan stomping on the other one, and the other one has Microsoft.
I remember
on
seeing
it.
that.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah,
And you're just like, perfect.
And it's not so much that the other ones were terrible, it's just that Sony's was so great. Like, Microsoft
Yeah, they're just
conference was
giants.
good, and the Nintendo Direct was pretty good too. The problem is just that Sony just did it better.
Mhm.
And I think that overall, that's good. I mean, in terms of E3, there was no real crazy hiccups. There were a couple cringe moments, honestly. I watched a cringe video of all the uncomfortable moments, but altogether, yes, this E3 was pretty great. I really enjoyed it for the most part. I am really excited to see all these games, and I think that's it for Sony. Any closing remarks though from you guys?
Deep breathing, deep, heavy breathing over all of the Sony goodness. Sexy orgasm noises. That is my ending.
How about you, Curry? Any closing remarks from the Sony press conference?
Silence.
Curry apparently is dead. He fucking fainted.
Whoa, the Sony conference was so powerful that he literally died.
Exactly.
He literally died.
But I guess we'll just end it here then.
What are your thoughts, SD?
I just said like I'm really happy with Sony's overall. I think they did a fantastic job, and I can't wait to see these games come back. I think E3 was fantastic. I'm really, really happy with the experience, and I'm really excited that I get to talk about these all together with you guys and just everybody, all of our friends. We've been talking about E3 for so fucking long now, and we're still talking about it. So, this will probably be on the back of our minds for a very long time until the big next conference or something. Fucking Comic-Con, I guess, is the next big thing, right? But yeah, for the most part, this has been the Sony press conference. We've been Let's Talk, and we've been talking about E3. I'm SCT Production. Curry Curry is
back.
Oh, he's back.
Back again. Curry's back.
I've been SCT Production.
I've been Sun Curry, Curry's son.
And
I'm Amori. I'm not drunk.
Wow.
And this was E3 Talk. Thank you all for watching. Bye.
See ya.
Go tell Andrew Rhodey. Go tell Andrew Rhodey. Go tell Andrew Rhodey that